Hello, my name is Tylluan. I'm a solitary pagan witch, I'm an author and the founder of the Wolf and Howl Press. And today's little chat is going to be about light and its importance in our lives at this very dark time. Now, I know there are people out there who think this pandemic is all a con. Trust me, it isn't. The fact that it's dragging on doesn't mean it doesn't exist. The Great Plague of Justinian, who was an emperor in Constantinople back, about the 6th century. The Great Plague of Justinian went on for 200 years. So a couple of months is nothing in the great scheme of things. Anyway, why do I think it's important to emphasize on light? Well, firstly, I think because light is something that attracts our attention. One of the problems with the darkness that surrounds us, and a lot of it does, some of it is negativity, there is a lot of fear about. I mean, I admit it, I was terrified when I first heard of this because I understood where this could go. I understand that people I know, myself included, if we catch it, we are very unlikely to survive it. And it's a hell of a thing. It brings you face to face with your own mortality. And there is nothing wrong with that, okay? Don't feel that you have to be brave and stiff upper lip and all that rubbish. You don't. What I think helps is that we have to dispel the darkness that surrounds us. And we do this in a magical way by bringing more light into our lives. Now, that might mean pulling your curtains back a bit more. It might mean putting up some little sparkly LED lights in your windows. It could be putting tea lights in the window, anything. Pillar candle on the table. It doesn't have to be real. It can be a LED version, because if you have smoke alarms these days, it will set everything off if you light a candle. But we do need to focus on it, and we do need to concentrate our efforts on dispelling it. And I believe that if we all try to do this, we will dispel it in a much bigger area. And if I explain what I mean, if one of us is working this way, we light our candle, we concentrate for a few minutes what we're trying to do. We're trying to drive the darkness away. And we do this on our breath. We take a nice deep, smooth breath through the nose, and then we let it go. We're not going to just breathe out as we normally would. We're going to push it out. Because if you think of it, if you go into a room that's a bit smoky because somebody's lit joss sticks, I'm looking at you, Mr. Penry, I know you do. Place is an absolute fug in here sometimes, what with that and his pipe. But if you go into somewhere like that, and you're going, oh, like that, and you're putting some force behind your breath, and that's what you want to do. You don't want to go mad and breathe out for about 2 seconds, but you want a nice long steady. And you don't want to blow across the candle, because if you do that, you'll put it out, which rather negates what we're trying to do. So you can light your candle to one side, have your bit of meditation, and don't make it long. Literally a minute or two is quite enough. Unless you're in the habit of long meditations, a minute or two is fine. Think about what you're trying to achieve and then go for it. Take a deep breath. Normally, if you want to be precise, if you count, and you can do this when you practice, you count in for your in breath, and you sort of count. Well, I counted 4 there, and then you count going out, and you want to aim to make it twice as long. Not sure why, but it seems to work magically. So you breathe in. And actually, I breathed out for 16. I counted 16, so that was 4 times as long as my in-breath. But that's because I practiced it. So don't panic if you can't. 8 would be fine. In for 4, out for 8. That's quite doable. And that is it. Now, you might think, well, that doesn't do much. No, but imagine if there's lots of people all around you. Lots of, we're in lockdown. There could be half a dozen people in an apartment block. There could be 1 or 2 people in a street. There could be 3 or 4 people in a little village or town. If we're all doing it, we are all helping to disperse it. We are making it more friable, it's breaking up. And that's what we're trying to do. So in trying to clear for ourselves, we're trying to clear for others too. And that's really what it's all about. Because it is a problem if we're told to wear masks, but there's absolutely no reason you can't breathe out through a fabric mask. You can, trust me, you can. Might feel a bit odd at first, and you might even get a bit of a bubble in front of you if you're very forceful, but you can do it. But of course, if you're in the house, you don't need to. So give it a try, see how you get on. Please stay safe, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.